Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm over here at the sugarcane farm because I think this is where I want to set up my kelp farm. Right down this area here. I'm going to go ahead and put it underwater, take advantage of the water source blocks already there. I don't want it next to the sugarcane farm exactly, and I don't want it sticking up too high, towering over the sugarcane farm. So I'm going to submerge it a bit, and I'll bring you in periodically and show you what I've got going. Hello again. A status update on where we are with the kelp farm. This is what it looks like right now. You can see I've got it parallel with the sugarcane farm. It's going to be, I think, 29 columns of kelp long. The kelp will be here, and then I'll feed it back into a trough that collects the kelp over here and send it into the same water stream that the sugarcane farm is using. That's the plan. I'll bring you back in when I'm a bit farther. I've trapped a trident boy inside my little space. You can see on the right I've got the effects of a conduit here. I built a conduit inside so I didn't have to worry about coming up for air all the time. I'll be there in a minute, buddy. Listen very closely when I get next to the conduit. You can hear the heartbeat. Yeah. I promised you I'd be back. Oh, and you left me a trident. Aren't you sweet? And now it's time to build the actual farm. I've made some progress. There's the kelp farm. Now I've got one row in place and it appears to be working. I'm going to add a second row. Let's take a closer look at it. I've got these kelp growing here because some of these water blocks aren't source blocks and things sink instead of float to the top. So that should fix that. Here's the kelp line here. And then I've got the pistons there on the second block above the kelp. I have 5 observers along the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when the kelp reaches that observer, it's going to fire all of the pistons across the entire line there. And all of the kelp is going to break and it's going to float to the top. And then at the top I've got a water stream taking it into another water stream which comes down here and it joins the sugar cane and it falls down here into the storage system. So the item transportation is in place. Do you see all this empty space here? I'm gonna make a second row. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'm leaving this space open for now and I'm gonna leave access to it, but I'm gonna have, see how this row of kelp is here? I'm gonna have another row of kelp right here. By the way, this design is a tweak from Avomance, and shout out to him. I've put a roof on this bit because I don't need access to it anymore. This is where the new part's gonna go here. There it is there. That's the one I just helped to grow. Okay, we're still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Holy cow, how long does it take kelp to grow one block? Still no action. Okay, squid will not trigger the pistons. Good to know. I've got a little bit of a protective casing here. I'll AFK a bit. It's been a long time. Several of the kelp columns are fully grown. This one, it just is not growing into that last block for whatever reason. Just the luck of the draw. Doesn't that face look like Thomas the Tank Engine? Oh, here come the night crew. Still waiting. There's the remains of one guy. He was stuck on that block of ice, so he was out of the water. He burned up in the sun. Yes, we're still waiting. Look how many kelp columns are fully grown. And even with the head start we gave ours, we're still waiting. Hey, it fired. Fantastic. Alright, let's focus down here and let's see. Yep, there they go. Man, they're fast. Outstanding. Success. Hello again. Alright, I've got one more water transportation system I want to put together. See this chest down here where the cat is? That is nearly gonna fill up, and if that villager right there gets any potatoes, he will no longer be hungry, and that's a bad thing. That means no more potatoes will come into our farm. We did run into that problem before. We zombified and purificated him, and we proved that that process resets his inventory, so the farm started working again. If you come down here, I've emptied out a bunch of them already, but this is full, this was completely full, this was nearly half full, and there are only 2 more chests above here, 2 more double chests, so I can't let that happen. We're gonna make that a water stream, and it's just gonna come out here underground and join this stream over here from the creeper farm. Oh, rats. Okay, change of plans. I'm gonna have to put it up above this roof and then drop down into here. Welcome back. Final update on the transportation. This system is working. I've got all the items coming in through, see that hopper there behind the librarian? When the farmers try to give the librarian food, he can't reach it. It falls into that hopper. And that hopper is now feeding a dropper down below. Let's go have a look. So now instead of hoppers coming into chests, we have another single tick observer clock here and droppers here with the potatoes. So as the potatoes fall down here, they get shot out of the dropper into the water stream. Let's give it a test here. So we can see now potatoes are coming in and getting immediately spat out into that water. Let's go prove that. Here they come. There they go. And they make their way down there, and they join the stream that is coming in from the creeper farm right behind us there. And if we stand here and wait for them, we'll see the potatoes coming up shortly. There they go. There they come. Perfect. Okay. So we've got all of the farms transporting stuff. Now the chickens and feathers, no, we're not transporting them. They just don't happen often enough to make it worth automating. I do want to get a gold farm eventually, but I've decided I'm ready. I'm going to take on the Ender Dragon. Yes, I am. I am going to take on the Ender Dragon. Can I do it? Of course I can. Thank you for watching. Join me when I take on the Ender Dragon. I will see you next time.